Hello everybody in the VC. This is the second part of my latest vinyl haul, mostly made up of classical music. I'm doing a two-part. As you can see, I haven't changed my clothes. Though, just to throw this out there, a lot of times I will film not only a vinyl record update, but I'll also do album reviews. So a lot of times that's why you'll see me maybe in the same clothes and be like, whoa, you didn't change, it doesn't change at all. So a lot of times they get filmed in tandem with one another. So that being said, just thought I'd throw that out there. Moving on, this one yet again kind of goes in maybe the Russian sort of way. I had to pick it up because I love the movie. It's Dr. Serpico. The soundtrack is amazing. This one's actually in stereo. So, unfortunately, I do not have a stereo player quite just yet, though I'm sure a lot of you will tell me how to get around that. So, another one which I got, which kind of fits in with the whole odds and ends that aren't classical. Nat King Cole, Dear Lonely Hearts. I love Nat King Cole. There were quite a few like crooners in the mix, jazz singers and such. So I had to pick it up. Me and my wife love Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Dean Martin, stuff like that. So we went with it. The next one, yet again, Russian in nature, Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 9 by Pierre Montauk conducting. This one's a very early vinyl, as you can see. This is very old. I really like the older vinyl because you can actually see how well they glued the top of these to stay together. And it always seems as though no matter what, they do stay together. Very few times pre-60s do I ever see classical vinyl split or not stay together, which is kind of interesting, unless it's a box set. They hadn't perfected the box set yet, which gets me into the next one. This one has held up okay for me. The sides are a little splitty, but I'm still going to keep it. This is Handel's Messiah. It's also in stereo. I love Handel. I love Messiah. It's one of the best works out there. And yet again, this adds to my opera collection, which I've been trying to ultimately expand quite a bit. And then moving on to the next one, we have, this is on Columbia. I believe Odyssey was their classical record label. This is Brahms by Bruno Walters, Variations on a Theme of Haydn, which is very cool. I believe I had another one where it's Variations on a Theme, and I believe it was Haydn too, which is interesting. I wonder if it's the same copy. Now that I'm like 5 minutes from my other video, I'm filming this one in tandem. But it's very interesting. It's very interesting how many classical releases of the same thing there are out there. I actually asked the Facebook vinyl community, you know, how do you organize your classical vinyl? Do you do it by composer and then by conductor and then by symphony? You know, how does that work? How do people do that? And I had seen a gentleman, and I don't see him post a whole lot on the Facebook wall, but I seen him video of him showing off his vinyl record collection as far as classical, and he seemed to do it like another gentleman in the Facebook vinyl community had said, to do it by composer and then by conductor and then by, you know, or do whatever you want, but always start by composer. So we'll go from that, and that's what I'll do, which is going to be quite the undertaking because I have a lot of classical. The next one, I had seen Biosite TV. He had a country music record collection update, which he posted. and he had Christofferson and Streisand. So when I seen it, had to get it because I'm a huge Christofferson fan. Maybe not his best work, and maybe not her best work, but definitely a very interesting listen to. A major step away from the outlaw country, maybe a little more. How would you put it? Maybe a little more poppy. I don't know. I like that so much, but it's interesting. And now I have almost every Kris Kristofferson album. So I'm going to go with it. Why not? I was really intrigued by this one. I'd seen the cover. And at first I thought this was going to be some hippie folk rock album from the 60s, but it's not. It's called Pressed Flowers. And if you look at the back, the name of the guitar player is Ed Flower. And the marimba and percussionist is Randy Kay. But the music itself is music from Cuba, Paraguay, and Spain. And they go over quite a few different things on here, and the back gives you a description of everything. And it's kind of like an overview of the music from those regions played on classical guitar, which is quite different from anything that you would hear a flamenco player in Spain or anywhere around there play. And it was really interesting, you know, to hear that, because I have I don't want to say I have a lot, but I have enough flamenco albums, and that's mostly because, you know, here living in Florida, there's a lot of Spanish vinyl floating around, which I love to pick up whenever I notice that it's something different like that. But this one really shows a different kind of side to the music as far as the region. It's very danceable. It's almost where you can hear the starting of bossa nova and other such things going on. So definitely pick that up if you get to see it. Last but not least, I had showed you guys I had bought a Horowitz, I believe Hommage de Liszt was one of the vinyl that I purchased from a totally different set from a totally different store. This has been happening to me a lot lately, where I buy something at one store, I go to the next, and yet again here's something that by a person that wasn't from the same set. But this is Vladimir Horowitz playing a bunch of different stuff. He goes through Chopin, Rachmaninoff, Schumann, and even Liszt, which would probably you know, be why eventually he did an homage to Liszt. A lot of Russian stuff on this outing, even though I was very happy to get stuff from Dutch Gramophone and also the Russian stuff. I definitely want to get more into maybe the French and Italian and more Baroque era stuff, but I'll just gonna have to keep digging till I find it, and hopefully I'll be able to show you all soon everything that I've collected so far. There's so much classical music out there right now, and I don't believe anybody's really picking it up, just because nobody is really into classical vinyl anymore. I see a couple of you collecting it, but it seems as though, you know, you really collect what you like and what you've heard, which is fine. You know, I'm totally all for that. But right now, that's really what I'm into. So I'm just buying it and buying it and buying it. It's the same thing that happened when I went through my country phase. You know, whether I liked it or heard about it or whatever, it was always just blind buys. So I feel as though I've discovered a lot through that. So update as far as everything, you know, with me with the new job, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be a beer vendor here in the 23rd, less than 8 days. So I will slowly be, my facial hair will be changing. I'll probably be growing out my hair again, but probably not, because I'm balding in that area. But I'm not sure how much vinyl record hunting I will be doing for a while, or how much posting I will be doing. And if it is, it's most likely going to be more reviews than vinyl record updates. But hopefully in between now and then I'll have a country music collection to put up for you guys, and there's also a bunch of new vinyl that I want to go out and buy. I'm slowly trying to buy up all these metal band discographies from the last 10 years, like Clutch and Electric Wizard, and stuff like that, so that, you know, I could do artist spotlights on my more favorite bands. It's just, I hadn't bought the vinyl only because it was very expensive, and I just got married to my wife in February, so it's been quite an underhaul. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I hope to hear from you guys soon, and catch y'all later. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment box below, and please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please.